What's up guys, and welcome back. In this video today we're going to be talking about some of the things I've been collecting over the past year, mainly Neca stuff. Now I am starting to build a collection of Neca figures, mostly horror stuff, but I'm not going to be talking about the ones I've got in this video. Most likely when I build up the collection a little bit more, I'm going to be doing a collection video where I show off all the things I have already. But this video is going to focus on some of the things that I'm going to be picking up in 2018. Now bear in mind it is January, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's announced and released within the coming months. This is the first month, so mainly the things I'm going to be talking about are things that were announced either very recently or before Christmas. So I'm going to be giving you some dates of the things that do have dates available for when they release, and I'm going to be splitting this video into basically three sections. So the first section is going to be reissues. Now these are figures that came out maybe a year ago, could be 5 years ago, and due to popular demand, Neca have decided to bring them back. And I'm really glad about this because some of these are like definite must-haves that I need in my collection, and I'm glad they're bringing them back because I really didn't want to spend a fortune on getting them from like eBay or third-party sellers. So first up on my list of reissues that's coming out this year, which I'm going to pick up, is going to be the 40th anniversary of Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This figure just looks amazing. It's got all of the different accessories to expect, like the meat hook, the hammer, and the chainsaw obviously, and lots of stuff like that. So I'm going to be showing you some of that, and that is slated to be coming back out in March time. So if you're from the UK, that's probably going to come out maybe a month or two after, which applies to all of the Neca releases. When they release in America, it usually takes at least a month for them to come to the UK, so add an extra month in advance really. Next up on the list of reissued figures is the Ultimate Jason Part 3 from Friday the 13th. This is the only Neca Jason figure that I don't have so far, which isn't an exclusive. But basically out of all the Ultimates, this is the only one I need, Part 3. And this actually released in, I think it was December or even this month in America. So I'm expecting this one to be released in the next month or so in UK. I can't wait to pick up that one to complete the collection of Jasons that are out at this moment. Now this one is the most recent announcement from Neca. They only announced it either yesterday or today, I can't remember which. But they're basically bringing out the Nightmare on Elm Street boiler accessory, which is basically the boiler room diorama from the original movie, and the second one where Freddy's gloves are stashed basically, and he haunts the kids from the basement. So they're bringing this one back. I think they've improved it this time around with some flashing LEDs, whereas in the original, I think it just had some like flame coloured foil. But that looks really cool. I can't wait to set that up next to my Freddy figures that I already own. As I've said, that's only just been announced, so there is no date for that one, so I'm not sure when that one's going to come out, but hopefully it's very soon. And the last on my list for the reissue figures is going to be the Nathan Drake Ultimate from Uncharted 4. Most of the figures I do have are horror ones, but I really want to start getting some of the cooler gaming ones. I have one on order which I'm going to talk about in the next section, but that's going to be it for this one. Uncharted 4 Nathan Drake. Can't wait to start the PlayStation collection with that one. And that one's slated to release in May of this year, I think, so June, July in the UK. Okay, the second section of this video is the Neca figures that have been announced already that are coming out in the first quarter or second quarter of this year, but we don't really have a date for. So these are all new figures. And first up on that list is one that I've actually pre-ordered from Toys in the Attic. If you've not heard of that site, you should definitely check it out. It's a very good site for ordering all sorts of figurines and merchandise in the UK. But that figure is the God of War 4 Kratos. Now I'm really looking forward to this game, and after seeing some of the pictures on Toy Ark of this figure, you can actually get this one in a 7-inch and a quarter scale. I've gone for the 7-inch because I just don't have the space really. But this Kratos looks amazing. The detail on the figure looks awesome. So check out the Neca's Instagram because there's loads of pictures of them take like a photo shoot with it in the snow, and it just looks incredible. And that is slated for January. I think it's just released in the States, so hopefully it comes out by the end of the month here. And this is another one that has just released in America but hasn't released over here in the UK just yet, and that is the Freddy's Revenge Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 Freddy Krueger Ultimate figure. Now this will be the only Ultimate that I don't have besides the new Nightmare one, that is an Ultimate, and this is basically, yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. It comes with like an attachable flame wall behind him from the scene in the swimming pool, which looks really cool. So you can stick that to his back and set him up like he's like with a flame wall behind him basically, which looks really cool. And it comes with the two dogs with the weird human heads. My favourite part about this figure is that it comes with a secondary head which has the exposed brain from the brain and the body scene, which is one of my favourite scenes in that movie, so I can't wait to get that, and I'm definitely going to be displaying it with the brain head. Next up we have the Evil Dead 2 twin pack. This features Ash and I think it's Ed, the Deadite, and this is a twin pack. Basically it comes with Ash with a chainsaw and the ripped up shirt from Evil Dead 2, and one of the Deadites, the guy in the shirt, and I think he gets killed with an axe in the movie. There's lots of different accessories, I'm not quite sure what's actually included. The secondary figure, Ed the Deadite, comes with a secondary head which has an axe wound straight down it, so it's chopped in half, which looks really awesome in the green Deadite blood. So can't wait to get that one. It's supposed to be coming out in Q1 of 2018, so that could be anytime now and I guess April, but that might come in the summer in the UK. I'm really looking forward to that one. Next up, this one isn't a figure, this is actually the Friday the 13th accessory pack. This looks badass. Because I have all of the Jasons so far, as well as 3 when I picked that one up, it comes with different dioramas from the different movies going with those figures. So it has the jetty from part 3 where Jason first uses his mask and a harpoon and he shoots that woman in the eye in 3D. And another awesome accessory, it comes with the Cramp Crystal Lake, and probably the best thing about it comes with the part 6 boulder and chain with like an invisible stand, so you can put the part 6 figure on and it looks like he's floating underwater and he's been drowned by the boulder. So that looks awesome. I can't wait to get that and take some awesome pictures with these figures. Now on to the third and final section of this video. Like I said, this is only January, so there isn't that many announcements for the year so far, but from the ones that they have announced, these are the ones I'm interested in the most. So this one actually hasn't had many pictures circulating of it, but it has some teasers, and that's going to be Pennywise from the new It film that came out last year. Neca have released a back shot of the picture without the painting, so it's basically just grey mold, but it looks really cool. And they've shown some of the accessories that are going to be coming with it, so there's going to be a balloon and all these different kinds of hands and stuff. And I really can't wait for this figure, and hopefully they do a Tim Curry one from the 90s miniseries as well. Also some pictures leaked of this figure. I'm not sure if they're fake or real, but if they're fake, they look legit. And it's a picture of the Pennywise from the front, and it has a secondary head which has like all the teeth and stuff, and if that is real, I'm really looking forward to that because it looks amazing. Next up, this is another one that really hasn't had many images besides some teasers for the accessories that come with it, and it's going to be Jason Part 2 Ultimate. Now I think Jason in Part 2 is probably one of the scarier Jasons in the entire franchise, where he has the sack on his head, and I can't wait to get the figure of that because I do love that film. And it comes with a lot of accessories from what they've shown, like the pickaxe and the weird bent machete, and it looks like it comes with like a fireplace as well, so I really can't wait to see that. Hopefully it has a secondary head that's unmasked. And last but not least on the list, this is another one that was recently announced, and this is, I think it's Neca's first Ultimate quarter scale figure, and I think this is to do with the licensing issues. They can't do a 7-inch Ultimate for the Marvel figures, but it's going to be Deadpool. So like I said, I didn't have much space for a quarter scale, but this one just looks really cool with all the different accessories. It has an exposed brain head, which I think you can put a cap over. It has all these chains, but inside the brain it says Ryan written inside, which is really weird. And there's one head which has like, I think it's a pizza spill on it. You'd have to check the images. I'm going to put the images up anyway, but the detail on it looks amazing. It's a quarter scale, so it's going to be about, what, 2 foot, so I am very tempted to pick this one up. I probably will. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Those have been the Neca figures I'm going to be picking up this year so far. It's only January, so I'm sure there's going to be lots more to surprise me throughout the year. Let me know your thoughts on which ones you think sound the most interesting, or if you're going to pick any of them up for yourselves. Let me know which ones. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and I guess I'll see you in the next one.